Welcome to the 7 Keys to Leading Your Soul-Centered Path to Fulfillment. I'm Purpose Fulfillment Guide and author Roslyn Elena McGrath, and we're going to dive right into this with key number 1, which is to know thyself. And by that I mean not just your, food preferences or favorite movies and so on, but to know your energy system, to know your soul nature, your spiritual benefactors, your inherent gifts and challenges, and your inner guidance system. That level of advanced interconnectedness is really essential to fulfillment and why it is such an important part of the work that I do with others. Now, number 2 is to put your higher self in the driver's seat. Ego doesn't want that, right? But that is what gives us the opportunity to really create a life that suits us fully. If you have watched some of my other videos related to soul, you will know more about why that is so important and why that soul alignment and integration work is an essential part of the work I do with Flourish Your Purpose Center members. Also, number 3, to clear your energy and raise your vibration regularly, to have those energy upgrades because the world is always in flux and we can go to higher and higher levels of how we interact with that. And there's definitely some density that we are going to interact with at times and need to find our way with that. And there's always more that we can open to. So those energy upgrades are also really key in that path to fulfillment, which is why it is also a central part of the work that I do with other people. Now, number 5 is to, I'm sorry, I skipped number 4. Number 4 is to connect with higher guidance, right? Because that gives us the clarity, the confidence, the understanding, the awareness that we need. So those accelerated insights are crucial. And there are some beautiful ways that we can access that together to really empower you on this soul-centered path to fulfillment. Now, number 5 is to know yourself as one with all of creation. Now, we can mentally subscribe to that idea, but to really fully embody it and live it takes aligning and integrating with our soul more and more. And so, again, you can refer to some other videos I've created around that. You're welcome to check in with me about more particulars, check on my website. But I'm going to go on to number 6, which is to align your thoughts, words, and actions with your values, goals, and the greater good of all creation. Not always the simplest thing, right? That's why all of the types of work that I've talked about are really applicable to this. And it's always going to be a work in process. Now, number 7 is to act upon your joys and your highest potential. And you would think, well, right, why wouldn't I? But perhaps you can also think of times or ways that you do hold back. There are different levels of fear that can come up, and there can be things at play that are not your own energy, can be other people's baggage as well. mass consciousness thought forms, energy parasites, and that is why quantum clearing and limiting belief rewiring, because the subconscious is such a sponge and it's picking up all these ideas that you consciously may not want to subscribe to. And so that is also very essential work. So you're welcome to check out my website, empoweringlightworks.com. And also, I have a free masterclass coming up on activating your essential strengths to flourishing your purpose. I'd love to connect with you more there, where we can really have a rich conversation and look at how to activate those essential strengths so that you can experience more and more fulfillment. So, love to hear your comments. If you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. And again, I'd love to see you at the free masterclass. You can go to empoweringlightworks.com and you'll see there's a button right there in the header that you can click on to register. So I want to thank you so much for being here and for being you. Namaste and many blessings to you, my friends.